The president's second SONA tackled a wide range of issues, from martial law to mining to the reimposition of death penalty. Our senior correspondent Ina Andalong runs us through some key points in the president's second SONA.
President Rodrigo Roa Duterte.
The most pressing issue of the day, the Marawi siege. As expected, the president used his SONA to explain his actions in the conflict-torn city. His speech comes just 2 days after lawmakers approved the extension of martial law in Mindanao until the end of the year.
I declared martial law in Mindanao because I believe that that was the fastest way to quell the rebellion at the least cost of lives and properties. At the same time, the government would be adequately equipped with the constitutional tool not only to prevent the escape of rebels who can easily mingle and pretend to be civilian evacuees only to regroup in another place to fight another day.
And for the first time, the commander-in-chief admitted that there was failure of intelligence in the rebellion. Speaking at a press conference after his SONA, he says military intel, for one, failed to detect tunnels being used by the terrorists to stock up weapons.
Nagkamali kami doon. Ang ibig sabihin, if that is what you want, there was a mistake in the evaluation or assessment.
The president also talked lengthily on the mining industry. He says he no longer wants minerals in the country exported to other nations, only to be imported back as consumer goods at twice or thrice the price of foreign companies paid local miners for the raw materials. He stressed mining companies should be responsible, restore all areas damaged by mining operations, and compensate people whose livelihood were lost.
Ito ang deal ko sa inyo. Either I will raise the taxes. Ang kumikita niyan i-reserve ko to compensate for those who are suffering and in agony. You have to come up with an order. You have to come up with a substitute. Either spend to restore the virginity of the resource, or I will tax you to death.
It seems the president is keen on getting big companies to pay the right taxes. He says he's ordered the finance department to accept Mighty Corporation's 25 billion peso offer to cover its tax liabilities. Mighty Corporation is a cigarette manufacturer accused of using fake tax stamps. After the settlement, the president says Mighty Corporation will get out of the tobacco industry, but the company's still not off the hook. He says the BIR may still opt to file charges as it sees necessary.
Let this be a lesson to others. This administration will spare no one found cheating the government of its due.
The president sought lawmakers' help for a number of measures. He called on the Senate to pass the tax reform bill in full and asked lawmakers to amend the government procurement law to prevent courts from stopping government projects that have gone through regular bidding. He cited a case of the reproductive health law, which government still cannot fully implement since a TRO was issued against it 2 years ago. He laments that birth control medicines already bought by government may be wasted.
The medicines will expire next month. I told Obial, the health secretary, to find out if there is a nation which would allow it, and i-donate na lang rather than go to waste.
The president also called for the reinstatement of the death penalty for heinous crimes and illegal drug trafficking. Ina Andalong, CNN Philippines.